Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm News Jester. My name is Junior. Today let's talk about Star Wars Black Series. Yes, Black Series, Luke Skywalker, The New Hope, and this is her farm boy, or his farm boy look, I'm sorry. Um, and there you go. And he's, what is this? Number 09? Let's say 09 Star Wars A New Hope. Anyway, so this particular figure I was not going to get because I already have this figure. I'm just going to bring him in really quickly. I'm pretty much satisfied with that one. Like I said before, I am out of the Black Series. I'm limiting my collection because, you know, $25 a figure for Black Series. It's something I can't. It's not like I can't afford it. It's just don't see the value when it comes to that price. But why did I get this one? Well, because I did not get it for $25. I got this for around $16.50. $16.50. You're probably wondering how I got that. It's such a new figure. It's probably hasn't had the chance to go on sale yet. Well, basically I got it because on an eBay bid, this is a lot of 3. And I was very lucky that I got the lot for $50 for 3 of them, and they're all figures that I kind of wanted, or well, not really kind of wanted. I actually just want one of those figures. I'll talk about that more as we go along, but while I have him here, like I said, I was very satisfied with this one already. I didn't really need an updated one. It's representative enough in my shelf. It's like 6-inch figures. I know this is like getting old and dusty. I think I got this one with the land speeder. I'm not sure. Yes, like everybody else out there, I really don't like the bagginess of the what is this, tunic, which is still going on with the Jedis and everything. But yeah, so let's take a look really quickly on the face and this one, and we'll do a comparison as well. From the older Jedi, from the older Luke Black Series. So here is the new Luke head sculpt, and they still are having a problem capturing Mark Hamill's likeness. That guy, it's always hard to do the facial feature, but I will say that now that I have them both, even though I was satisfied with this one before, I can see that there is an improvement between the two. And it's not just a repaint, because you can see the eyes are much more wider in this one. His mouth is slightly open. They did change the sculpture on the nose as well. Obviously, this is the face printing, so the paint application is much better. I don't know why mine is discolored like this. Is this even the same head that came with this figure? Because I feel like I might have replaced this with the Empire Strikes Back head. I did. I did replace it. As you can see, there's a glob of hot glue gun. So this comparison is not fair. So I guess I'm kind of glad I got this figure. I'm not entirely sure I agree with the sculpted robe, but I mean, you have to admit it does look much nicer, and with how they're doing this technology hiding the joints, actually, you know what, because of the upgraded way of how they're hiding the joints, I feel like maybe it's good, especially unlike a Jedi who has a whole full length robe over here that you can't do. Maybe you still can. Maybe they should just do a full length robe as plastic and have it done with this very soft plastic rubber. I don't know, but let's keep on looking at the detail. He has this one over here. I think this is the one where he uses to call the droid or something, right? Oh, this was attached here as well. You can see the differences between the belt too, though. Even though technically they're from the same story or same timeline. Oh, and then might as well just compare the differences on the So you can tell it's also different here. Completely new sculpt. Everything's new on this one. Yeah. And of course it comes in with these binoculars over here. Nicely painted and everything. It's got a lot of detail. And we might as well take a look at the lightsaber over here. So nice. They actually even added on the paint on that switch over here. All right. So let's take a look at Luke's articulation. Why is his head not able to move up at all? Is it just because... at least better going down. Not necessarily. There is a little bit on the head, and then of course the ball joint on the bottom of the neck helps a lot more, so it goes down a lot more better. Shoulder, not a problem. I'm gonna say 90 on the elbow articulation, and then it does have an elbow swivel. The way they designed the robe, look at that, or the sleeve of the robe. They technically, if you center the hand, you'll have that gap on the top, which doesn't look good, but you can lift it a little bit up so it looks more natural. Obviously the hand articulation is an up and down and a swivel all around on the wrist. And let's see, oh, the head, at least the head does the doggy waggle, and then the side to side motion, so that's kind of good too. As for the waist, again, they do have that ball joint, so that's really nice over there. Really well done on the sculpture of the bottom of the waist of the robe. As you can see, it doesn't necessarily break it. They continue to sculpt all the way down of the wrinkle, so that's really, really well done. Again, the problem with moving forward is just nothing, but then it has more on the back. Now, admittedly, with this one, the sculpt of the waist of this tunic would prevent that moving forward, but on other sculpts there's nothing of that, but it just does not want to move forward. Anyway, this lower part of the tunic is a little bit more stiffer, but luckily it doesn't hamper the movement forward of the thigh. Again, I don't know why they choose to not completely do a 90-degree on the thigh going sideways, but I'm going to say that's like maybe 45 to 50 degrees. Nothing going down. That fell down. Oh, wow. Look at that. That thing just basically clips on to his belt. Well, how is that? So that's actually from the back. Interesting. I did not know that. I'm not entirely sure I like that, but that's the way it is. Not much going back, maybe about 45, less than 45. Wow, look at that. It does not have a thigh cut. Weird, because it could have easily been hidden here. This is probably... that's weird. Oh, Jackie doesn't have a thigh cut as well. What? Does Soul have it? Soul has it? What? What's going on with this one? How come these don't have any thigh cuts? That's interesting. The knee has 45 degree. It does have a swivel on the knee as well. It kind of looks like it should have a swivel on the boot. I'm not entirely sure it's necessary since we already have the one on the knee. So I'm not even going to try to force it. In terms of the ankle articulation, very, very slightly up. I mean, is there even one movement up on the ankle? I almost feel like there isn't. Yeah, there is, because this one's going up, so that mine's probably stuck then. Yeah, okay. So we'll concentrate on this one. It does have an ankle up and more successful ankle down. Of course, it has an ankle rocker. All right, so this is the two of them side by side. In terms of value, so as I said before, I wasn't planning on getting this one. I got lucky and I got it on an eBay bid much lower than the usual $24. basically at around $16.30, 50 cents. I don't know, but definitely not closer to 17, closer towards 16 on the figure. And that's going to affect since the base price 10 equaling to $16, not the regular price of $24, that's going to affect the value that I'm assigning to this one. Initially, as I said, this was an unwanted figure, an unwanted purchase in a lot of three. Basically, yeah, it came with two other figures. One figure that I wasn't aiming for, which is Luke, and the other one is the Princess Leia that I wasn't planning on getting. And then the real one that I wanted to get in that pack was the Jedi Master. So because it was an unwanted figure, but because of the lower base price that it's usually going for, I'm going to retain the value of 12. I'm glad that I was able to get it. I don't know if you'll be able, I mean, like maybe in the future, Amazon or something will put it down on a deal. In which case, I would say the value of this one is 12, much more better than I anticipated, especially since now that I realized that the head on this one was a head swap that I did earlier. So he can take over the spot that I have for this guy, which is usually up in front. So yeah, that's my review of the new Luke Skywalker from The New Hope, the very first time we see him. And he's from the Black Series. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.